cold, wind-swept day in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. And as the saying goes, better late than never. The Cleveland Guardians are the final team in Major League Baseball to play a home game this year. The place will be packed here at Progressive Field as they take on the Chicago White Sox.
Good news is the sun is out. The bad news is the wind chill right now is 23, but hey, we're playing baseball.
On this very day, 50 years ago, April 8, 1975, Frank Robinson became the first African-American manager in Major League history. And we are honored to have the Hall of Famer Frank Robinson's family with us here today. Fans, please join us as we would like to take a moment to honor and recognize the lives of two legendary individuals who made a lasting impact on our organization and Northeast Ohio. We remember a generational hero, Rocky Colavito. His enduring connection to our city, our ball club, and the fans remains a cherished part of Cleveland baseball history. We also honor Larry Dolan. His family's ownership of this team spans 25 seasons, the longest in franchise history. His legacy is a testament to his deep commitment to both the game of baseball and the community of love. And anybody who ever met Larry Dolan is a better person today because of it. At this time, we ask that you join us in a moment of silence for both Rocky and Larry.
Ben Lively on the hill. He'll face Mike Talkman leading it off.
And the 1-1 is lined to center field. Coming in to make the catch is Lane Thomas for out number 1.
Here's the payoff. And Luis Robert Jr. will walk.
So one thing Luis is doing is taking his walks.
2-2 pitch. Robert takes off. Lively steps off. He's got him in a rundown.
So Luis Robert with Ben Lively in a set position broke for second. And Lively just turned and flipped it to second. 1-6-3 on the pickoff. 2 down.
Sinker missing up. So back-to-back walks for the Sox.
And it'll give Andrew Vaughn an opportunity.
In the air to left. Quan drifting back. Onto the track. Makes the catch.
So a couple of walks does no damage. The White Sox not able to get on the board.
Shane Smith, start number 2. He had people talking in start number 1. A lot of good stuff. Some nasty off speed.
It is Amaya at short. And there's one away to start this bottom of the first inning.
Now the 1-2. Swung on a little looping liner to center. And it carries. Back goes Robert to grab it. Here's the birthday boy, number 39 today for Carlos Santana. Hitting .265, a homer, 3 RBIs, batting left-handed at first.
Got him swinging.
Strong first inning for the kid.
And that is the 3rd walk already for the White Sox here to start this game.
And that'll bring up Lenine Sosa.
Ben Lively's not a guy that walks many usually.
I know that. That's why I'm saying it's a little strange. But you like that. He made his pitch to get the 2.
Textbook defense that time. Jose Ramirez turned it over to Gabriel Arias, who flipped it on to Carlos Santana.
2 outs and nobody on.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out to end the inning.
Of the 15 batted balls in that first start, just 1 barrel. His stuff moves. He's able to keep it away from the heart of the bat. 2-2 count on the DH Kyle Manzardo. And he gets him on that changeup. You asked for it. There it is.
The bottom falls out of it.
Second punch out for Shane Smith.
Here's Lane Thomas.
And the changeup. 3 straight punch outs for Shane Smith.
Nolan Jones with 2 down and the bases empty.
Backhanded at third by Vargas. The long throw across the diamond. And a nice job by Shane Smith.
For Lively, he's throwing a lot of balls today, and it's got to be this weather, the grip he's having on baseball.
On the ground to Carlos Santana, and the Gold Glover takes it himself. 1 down. Lively with the 2-2. Slowed it down, popped it up. Behind the plate, Bo Naylor to the screen. Makes the play!
Yeah, Lively already now with 50 pitches here in the 3rd.
Nice. Got him looking. A fastball. Froze him on the inside corner.
And this kid looks good.
8 up, 8 down for right-hander Shane Smith.
2 down, nobody on. No score, 3rd inning. for Brian Rocchio.
0-2 coming, swinging a hard ground ball up the middle.
Behind second, glove by Amaya. He'll throw over, and what a start for Shane Smith. He is perfect through 3 innings, 9 up, 9 down. He's only made 35 pitches.
Lively taking his time here. Here's his 3-2. Hit hard up the middle, and there is the first hit of the ball game. Luis Robert Jr. knows what to do with it. That is 8 now of the first 11 White Sox hitters seeing at least 5 pitches.
Safe at second base with a stolen base is Robert. That's his second on the season. Here's the 3-1.
Drives this to right field, and it'll fall in front of the right fielder, Jones. Robert Jr. had to hold. That's why he will stop at third. But the White Sox with something going here. Still nobody out in the 4th inning.
Vaughn looking for a ball he can elevate.
1-1 is popped up, shallow right. Arias will head out, and he'll make the catch running away from home plate, but he's too shallow for Robert to even consider tagging. Thaish walked in his first trip. Now the middle infielders are back at double play position. Try to help Lively get out of this.
Swung on, ground ball to short. Rocchio to the bag for 1. Arias low throw to first. In time. Double play. And somehow Lively works out of it. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Kwan leads things off for the Guardians, facing Shane Smith, who's been terrific. Perfect game going.
Swing and a miss. Oh, an awkward cut by Kwan on a changeup, and he strikes out, which doesn't happen often. Here's Ramirez, 1-2.
Well, he has not figured out what to look for from Smith yet.
Swung on, lined, caught by Andrew Vaughn, the first baseman. 2 outs, base is empty for Carlos Santana.
Swinging a ground ball to second. Sosa's got it in the outfield grass. He'll flip to Vaughn.
And the Guardians go in order in the 4th. Here comes the 1-2 to Lenin Sosa. Fastball called. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Sosa caught looking. He doesn't like it.
Swing and a miss. He came right back and blew it by him. Back-to-back strikeouts for the first time today for Ben Lively.
The 2-0.
Hard hit ball to second. Oh, what a play by Arias. And he throws him out.
Big day defensively for Gabriel Arias. Smith is still perfect. Guardians trying to battle here and has some more lengthy at bats. Ball 4. He walked him on 4 straight. The Guardians have their first base runner.
Make him get back in that strike zone. Don't help him out.
Up and in. It got him on the hand. Or maybe the wrist.
So the Guardians will have runners at first and second, but is Thomas okay? And it hurts anyway. But on a day like today, that's a tough one. Trying to talk his way to staying into this game, and that'll happen as he heads on down to first base. That'll set the table now for Nolan Jones.
There's a liner to Sosa. They said he did have it in his glove long enough on the transfer. That's when it popped out, so the out is recorded for out number 1.
And now, oh man, Thomas is coming off the field. He's still hurting.
That's not a good sign.
By the way, Lane Thomas has a right wrist contusion, but the X-rays have come back negative.
And the Guardians will need a pinch runner.
Guardians threatening with runners at first and second and 1 away.
Swinging a little tap. It's a fair ball up the first base line. And Smith will pick it up and apply the tag, and that's always a little bit of a risk.
The runners move up to second and third, but now there's 2 down. Bo Naylor, even without a base hit, the Guardians with their best scoring chance.
Swing and a fly ball, pretty well hit, deep right, leaping catch by Tauchman. He cut across and then had to make a late adjustment. Still no hits for Cleveland. They strand a couple after 5.
So Cade Smith has walked the number 9 and 1 hitters. 2 on, nobody out, and the batter will be Luis Robert Jr. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Kept that fastball in on his thumbs, and Luis Robert is a huge strikeout. 2 out, 2 on. Here's Andrew Vaughn. Swung on a chopper to short, gloved by Rocchio. Plants, throws, inning over. The battle won by Cade Smith. Second major league outing for Shane Smith. He's pitching a no-hitter.
Take a seat. Shane Smith has got his good stuff working here in Cleveland. On the ground to second base, and Sosa makes the play for out number 2.
Shane Smith turned 25 4 days ago. Hosea, cue shot off the bat, rolls to third base hit.
Is that really how Cleveland's going to get their first hit?
That is the way they did it. Vargas is way off the line, as you should be against Jose Ramirez. Hit that ball a scalding 41 miles an hour off the very end of the bat.
So Shane Smith, 5 2/3 of no-hit ball. Now the birthday boy, Carlos Santana.
There's a base hit into right field for Santana. Ramirez on his way to third, and the Guardians have runners at the corners with 2 down.
And Kyle Manzardo will be the batter.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. They sent Santana on the move, but it doesn't matter.
6 innings of 2-hit shutout baseball, striking out 6. He walked 1 and hit a batter.
Best closer in the game for about a 3-year stretch is now in there. Emmanuel Clase, no score, 9th inning.
Rolls it to short. Oh, Santana had to come off the bag on the high throw. And Robert is safe at first.
Give Robert a lot of credit for hustling down the line on what should have been a routine out. And Rocchio has just been charged with his 3rd error. Cleveland has been the worst defensive club in the American League here in the early going. 10 team errors now. That'll be a steal for Robert. Boy, he's running well. 2 steals today, 3 in the year. And now the White Sox, in a scoreless 9th inning, have a runner at second base.
Swung out and missed. He strikes him out, 2 down.
So there you saw more sliders. And he strikes out Andrew Vaughn for the 2nd out in the inning. Swing and a miss. Ball got away from Naylor, and to third goes Robert on the pass ball. So 2 down, a runner at third. Scoreless in the 9th, and an 0-2 count. It's got him swinging on a cutter. So Clase makes sure the error doesn't cost him. Boy, he reached back for a little extra on that. Can Cleveland walk off the Sox in the home opener?
It'll be 3-4-5 to the plate for Cleveland as the first baseman Carlos Santana leads it off.
Swung on, grounded toward first. Off the glove of Vaughn on the backhand. Recovered by the second baseman. Throw to Sosa. Got by Clevenger.
The Guardians did not have a hit until there were 2 outs in the 6th inning. They've now out-hit the White Sox 3-2.
So Cleveland with a winning run at first. Ball 4. They're loaded up. So Clevenger giving up the base hit, then back-to-back walks. And Nolan Jones, in his return to Cleveland, can be a part of a mob scene, and a 3-2 count on Nolan Jones. Low ball 4, ball game. Clevenger walks Nolan Jones with the bases loaded, and the Guardians walk off the White Sox literally and win it 1-0.